Hey everyone, and welcome to another GameXplain discussion. I'm your host, Derek Bittner, and I'm joined today by Andre Seegers and John Cartwright to give our reactions to the second trailer for Detective Pikachu. So, guys, what'd you think?
This looks amazing. I'm not even a big Pokemon guy. I am completely on board with this. When it started off with the Pokemon, the notes from the Pokemon theme, and it went into a freaking I Need a Hero, holy, I lost it. This is amazing. And now, to be fair, you add I Need a Hero to anything, it's going to be 10 times better than what it already is. However, just the way everything worked in this trailer was just fantastic. It has me completely on board. It's on point. Even Ryan Reynolds, who I think I said in our review trailer discussion, I wasn't quite feeling it at the time, but I was pretty certain I would come around. Yeah, I've come around. He's great in this. So, yeah, I'm stoked.
It's just the right amounts of edgy as well. I love that we see a gangster with a Charizard.
Pikachu said hell at one point.
Exactly, yeah. I never thought Pokemon Company would do anything like this before. Yeah, Pikachu says hell in this trailer.
They blow up a balloon Pikachu and his face is like flying towards the camera.
It is. It's disturbing and it's fantastic.
It's like a hellish figure of Pikachu coming right at you.
It's everything I didn't realize I needed in my life. This legitimately might be the first good video game movie.
Mm-hmm.
So far, it looks like they're killing it here. The CG looks great. They did an amazing job, I think, updating this Pokemon for a quasi, realistic setting or quasi, realistic look. The script seems. The script's at least funny. It's hard to tell for sure how it's going to work in the final movie, but what I'm seeing here, it definitely has me engaged.
And the first trailer was good, but this trailer gives us a better look at the characters. We never had any look at Pikachu's addiction to coffee in the first trailer. We never really saw anything of him being a detective, but this one's just giving us a big overview of the plot. And there's so much going on. It's not just a case of finding Tim's dad. There's so much more going on, and there's Mewtwo as well, of course. And if you played the games, I think you'll have an idea of how this plays out. For those who haven't, I'm sure this just looks like a big explosion of things going on.
Yeah, having played the games, I could tell you exactly how this is going to play out. And, I'm not going to do that, obviously, for those who haven't played it. But what I'm seeing is really, really cool and exciting. There's some really fun scenes here and some major differences. It's not exactly, but I think the major plot points are definitely going to get hit from the games, which is fine. I think that's a great mix to have its own thing, plus, some respect towards the source material. And they know exactly who they're appealing to. They got the kids in here with the funny bits with Pikachu slapping Tim with his tail as he's talking about the possibilities. They have the older fans with Pikachu saying hell, and of the really old school fans with Mewtwo at the end. Because how do you excite Pokemon fans? You put Mewtwo in that thing. There's a reason the next Pokemon movie in Japan is basically a retelling of Mewtwo Returns.
And the way Mewtwo appears, where he's flying through the exploding Pikachu, his eyes are like lighting up. It's intense.
Yeah, there's quite a few of intense bits going on in here. I think there's a scene, I think was it Flareon, who just sort of comes out with statues of Palkia and Dialga in the background. I don't know what's going on in that scene.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but it was cool we actually get to see an Eevee evolution. Not Eevee either, it's Flareon, which is... I don't hear about Flareon too much, so maybe that's an interesting choice. I got to see a lot more of the designs, and man, they are killing it with these designs.
They really are. They really pulled off, I think, what was almost an impossible task. Making what are cartoon characters look good among humans, among real life actors. I don't think they could have done a better job based on what I'm seeing here. They totally nailed being true to the source material while also making them look like they could almost exist.
Though I will say one thing I'm a little worried about at the moment is the human characters. I have no grasp of what Tim's like at the moment. He just seems like an enabler for Pikachu. And we still haven't really seen him in action.
Yeah, and I think that's on purpose. I'm sure he'll have a personality and a role and all that, but people are not there for Tim. They want to know about this. They want to see the Pokemon, so they're going to put the Pokemon in the trailer. That's what they're going to focus on. I'm not too surprised, and honestly, by keeping the focus off of Tim, you have less story spoilers that way, and you can sort of go into it.
It's kind of like watching a Transformers trailer and wanting to know more about the human characters. It's not what people are watching these for. Although that's what the Transformers movies gets wrong, because there are way too many human characters in them, generally. Or that's one of the many things this movie gets wrong, I should say. So, I guess it's good that there's some mystery left to the story. I didn't play the games myself, so I don't have a full understanding of what's going on here, which is, probably a good thing. But yeah, obviously, John, I hope that the actual script of the movie holds up, because it's, for as good as this trailer is, it doesn't tell us if it's going to be a great movie or not, and it's still pretty light on the actual plot, character motivations for the humans, story details. So yeah, there's still some stuff here that we don't fully know about, as should be the case, considering I don't want to know the entire movie before going to see it. So
yeah, they've done a good job of building up excitement while not revealing everything, because a lot of movies would just show all the best parts, kind of tell the whole movie, and that's it. And it kind of like, well, I'll see it, but thanks for telling me everything, guys. I'm glad I have all this stuff. Like, if there's any kind of twist, like, well, that scene from the trailer didn't play, so I guess it's not over yet, or this isn't happening. So, there's nothing quite like that, at least as far as I can tell. And man, I never thought I'd see the day where Apom was scary.
So terrifying.
Almost as terrifying as Mr. Mime.
I love how Mr. Mime is this big moment in almost every trailer. Every time you see it, Mr. Mime is like the focus.
I think if you haven't played the games, it's probably not very clear who the villains are in this trailer, because Mr. Mime seems a bit sinister. Then there's, of course, Mewtwo, there's that Charizard, there's a bunch of humans who could be the villains, there's Greninjas. Like, if you don't know the plot of the game, I don't think you really know what's actually going on in this trailer.
All you know is a bunch of stuff is happening while they're trying to find Tim's father. I watched this, it just was like, why, this is just so good, this is just so good. That's all I kept repeating in my head. It's like, am I crazy? This is just exciting me to no end, and I couldn't believe it.
No, it's extremely rare for a trailer to get me like this jazzed, and I am stoked right now for this. I mean, I actually this should probably come after the Gen 8 reveal tomorrow, because it's got a lot to live up to now. This looks so great. I have seen a couple of complaints maybe, or concerns about the look of Mewtwo. I saw one person say he looked too human-like, and I guess I can kind of see that based on the calves, which are giving me some Sonic movie poster vibes. Otherwise, I think he looks great here too. Like, he looks pretty much as I expect him to in a more realistic setting.
Yeah, I think Mewtwo's meant to look like a bit of a freak, you know? He's meant to look a bit weird. Though, yeah, there are a few character designs which caught my eye in this trailer. Like, Snorlax is remarkably fluffy. I thought he might be, like, sort of smooth, but he's just like a small little teddy bear in this trailer. And
Ludicolo, it was like, threw me off that it kind of had a beard. Like, I was like, I don't use Ludicolo much, so is that true? Like, what's going on there? I think overall the designs are just remarkably close to a lot of the original looks, and that's what keeps impressing me time and time again. Like, I took a look at that poster they put out before the trailer and seeing more of the Pokemon, and man, there's some fun stuff in there. Like, the DJ set that they had going on at one point has Critical Hit above it, so I don't know if that's the title of the band or there's just something else going on, or who knows, but it's like there is so much love in every single bit of these trailers and posters and everything else. Like, you really do feel like they appreciate the franchise.
They did their homework here. Yeah, they feel like fans. It feels like they actually did. They didn't just look at the box art for the game and design a movie around it. They have a clear grasp of Pokemon knowledge here, which is nice to see. That's something we've seen missing from a lot of video game movies, like the heart and soul of what made the games what they are. And also, I just want to draw attention to the Machamp directing traffic, which is amazing.
That is good.
It obviously is very loyal to the games, but this is also a Western take on Pokemon. Like, they're clearly not taking inspiration from the anime. The writing, the dialogue is all very Western in its approach, and it feels different. It feels like a different take on Pokemon. But at the same time, as you say, it's still loyal to the source material.
Ryan Reynolds really is clicking with me all of a sudden. Like, he has some really great lines here.
Yeah, I think hearing more of him helps, sell it, because we also heard that before as well. So there's no longer that, like before, it didn't feel like his voice quite matched the look of the character. But now that I've had more time for it to settle in, I can hear more of him in a longer context. It totally works. So I'm on board with that.
Even when being like slightly dark and sarcastic, this Pikachu is still really cute.
Those plushies are going to sell so many.
Just him curled up in a ball with, oh god, yeah, they need to put out a plushie of this Pikachu, because my god. I mean, just even that part where he's like curled up in a ball like going Pika Pika is just amazing.
You feel so bad for him. It's like, oh god, come on, is he going to make it? Is he going to live?
Yeah, I think that's just the thing I'm coming around with, is that there's so many of these individual scenes are working so well for me. I can't wait to see a cohesive whole. It sucks that it's not coming until May.
Well, it's not that far away, Derek. I mean, that's before the next Pokemon game, right? Probably, so...
Yeah, it's true.
No, I'll be there day one, though. I am ready for this. This movie's going to be huge. It's legitimately going to be huge. It's tapping into probably every generation of Pokemon fan. It's going to be bring back the Gen 1ers even, like myself. We're all going to be there. It's going to be a massive, massive movie. We got a little taste of a big taste of how big Pokemon can be with Pokemon Go. And I think this is going to be the Hollywood version of that.
I really can't wait to see a movie with this trailer playing in front of it, specifically a kids movie. Every time since kids just getting absorbed into the first trailer that they put out. I can't imagine what kids' reactions will be to this.
It just looks really good. This looks like such a fun movie, and when I first heard that they're doing a Detective Pikachu movie, I kind of expected the worst, but this is the first video game movie to really live up to its expectations, at least so far. I mean, obviously the full thing might be a bit different, but thus far the trailers just do a really great job of conveying a Western Pokemon movie.
Yeah, you said it, John. It's everything I didn't know I needed in a movie. Period. I never expected it to turn out as well as it seems to be right now. I mean, at least based on the trailers. But we'll of course see, with the final product, because you never know. Trailers can be misleading, but it all looks very promising so far.
Imagine the impossibility. I don't know if it'll happen or not. It could. Who knows? But what if this beats out Avengers?
That's a tall order.
Okay, that's not going to happen. It will beat out, though. I think it has a very good chance of beating out Toy Story 4.
I was going to say, I think I agree with you. The buzz for Toy Story 4 feels so small at the moment.
It's so muted, yeah. Whereas this is the opposite, I feel like. So this is going to be massive. Toy Story 4 will do well as well, don't get me wrong. But put them head to head, I think this one's going to take it. So Avengers, though, yeah, no way. You can't top basically the end of a saga. So
that's true. I'm just saying, it would be something. I mean, Pokemon has shown itself to be huge, but Marvel's also probably even bigger. So
I mean, Pokemon's still one property, and the Avengers are like 30. So it's not quite fair.
Oh goodness! All right, well, I think that covers it for our Detective Pikachu discussion. So thank you for watching, and if you like this video, be sure to like us on Facebook and Twitter at GameXplain, and of course, make sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on Pokemon and other things gaming as well. Until next time, bye.